everybody. I am the Inspector, and today I will be doing something a little bit different. Before I get back to Roblox or the Loud House revamped, I thought I would try playing um, a classic game that I quite enjoy called Half-Life Blue Shift. Now, this isn't exactly the original Half-Life, I know that, but this was one of the official expansions for it, and it was the first Half-Life game that I ever played, so it does hold a special place in my heart. Um, However, I don't think I ever played through the game on hard mode completely. So, um, I thought I could try that out for a video, and maybe let you all know some of my thoughts on this game while doing so. So, um, yeah, let's just get right to it. So this is the first level, the hazard course. Oh, that's a little loud. So, how do I turn down the volume? Okay. Does this turn it down? Let's put everything at the same integer there, and let's try that. It's taking a moment here, I think. Okay, I hope I didn't just crash the game randomly. Is that good? Oh, that's still too loud. Okay. Let's take it down to there. Let's see if that changes anything. Oh, you can't even hear it. Okay. Let's take it up a notch. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so right off the bat, we have some nice strafing controls. I do like the strafing. Now I remember the hazard course in this game is quite similar to the one from Half-Life, but it's cool that they kind of redid it for this expansion, but for security guard training. So yeah, let's get into it.
Welcome to the Black Mesa Hazard Course for Security Guard Training. I'll be your holographic guide to assist you in your training. Begin by putting on your vest and helmet. You'll find this equipment in the next room.
Uh,
Whenever you see one of these buttons, press it and I'll repeat instructions or show you how things are done.
Now I do like the level of detail in this game, especially like small details like um, this hologram kind of flickering. Um, it gives a nice sense of realism for a game from I think this initially came out in 1998. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Okay, Let's enter the training facility.
Here you will find your standard armor vest and helmet. These will help protect you against any physical threat you may encounter while performing your duties. When your armor becomes too damaged to be useful, you'll need to find a fresh vest or helmet to protect yourself.
Now, I remember in the original, in the first Half-Life game, you can just quite literally crawl over this railing and fall to your death here, but it looks like they've more or less prevented that. Which I can understand why. Yeah. It's just kind of a... There's a lot of funny features like that in this expansion where they've made it a little more... you kind of have to actually... You can't just... you can't mess around in Half-Life Blue Shift the same way you can mess around in Half-Life. Like something else that I could show you later is that you can't kill any of the scientists in the game. So that's a bit different. Or I mean, if you do, you can kill them, but then the game counts it as a game over. So pretty interesting stuff.
Moving around in your armor may be a little tricky at first. Take a moment to get a feel for moving around. Once you get comfortable with this, proceed to the next section just around the corner.
Now I grew up playing Half-Life with the HD models, which I will say I kind of do actually prefer the original Half-Life models to the HD models, after playing through that game. But the HD models aren't bad. It's just, I guess it's a little more uncanny, because they're trying to make the characters look more realistic, but it's 2001, and it's not quite successful at that. But yeah, again, you cannot jump from the railing down into the sewer, which is very sad. But again, I just love the attention to detail here, and just about every aspect of this game. It really, I remember when I first played this, I was really impressed. This was probably the first first-person shooter game that I ever played, so it does hold a warm and nostalgic spot in my heart. But yeah, let's continue.
The first move you'll need to practice is jumping. You'll have to get over all three of these obstacles in order to proceed. It helps to get a running start. Watch me do it, then try it yourself.
Now, I forget how you sprint. Oh, you don't sprint. Okay. I mean, I guess the regular...
Good work. Please proceed to the next area.
I guess the regular walking pace is pretty good on its own. I guess you don't really need a faster option, unless you wanted to speedrun the game. But I kind of like the idea that these scientists are just standing in this room observing you. But if you look, I will say, Of course, yeah, sure, they didn't expect players to be jumping around looking at the windows. And if you're immersed in the game, you won't be doing that. But that you can notice that in this observation room, there's no entryway within, so they've just been teleported in there, I guess. Which, actually, considering that Black Mesa, does have teleportation technology in use, maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's an intentional piece of foreshadowing that Valve cleverly left in there. That's what I would like to believe.
You'll need to duck under the next set of obstacles. When you crawl in a crouched position, you can move very silently. This can be very useful when you don't want to be heard.
Very good. I hardly noticed you. Move on to the next area.
I mean, how did you hardly notice me? I was right here. I mean, from that window, I'm pretty sure you could pretty clearly see someone sneak under these three pipes. I mean, there's enough space in between them, enough leverage. I just don't think that guy is very good at his job, in my opinion.
Now, try combining moves. You'll need to jump, duck, and then jump again. This should get you prepared for the next room, where you'll have to do both moves at the same time.
Now, you might be asking yourself, if you've never seen or played any of the Half-Life games, why is Black Mesa training their security guards to know how to run, jump, and crawl silently? And, I won't give any spoilers away, but let's just say that some people know that something bad could go wrong at any moment in the facility. Because, truthfully, they're dealing with things that they don't quite understand.
Good work. You look prepared for the next station.
To get into these pipes, you'll need to perform a duck jump. You'll want to stand right at the mouth of the pipe. While moving forward, jump up and hold the jump button to go into a crouch in midair. It may be tricky at first, but you'll find it comes in handy to be able to jump and duck into tight areas.
I feel nostalgic for the time when I was young and I couldn't figure out the controls on this training area, so I think I spent weeks just on this first level trying to figure out how to make it through. It was rather sad. And oh look, it's Dr. Rosenberg up there. I wonder what he's doing, observing Barney Calhoun going through the training course. Foreshadowing much? I think so.
Nice work. Walk directly into the ladder, look up, and continue moving forward. If you want to climb back down, just move backward.
Now, you might think that teaching employees how to use ladders is a silly thing, but let me tell you, some people have probably never used ladders before in their life who are applying for these jobs here, so they really need to make sure that people know how to climb them. And again, I just love the attention to detail here with the flickering light. I mean, it's just like the player doesn't even have to look up there, but it's just it's the little things. So.
The next 4 jumps get more difficult each time. Don't worry if you miss the last one a few times, just climb up and do it again. If you can make all the jumps in a continuous run, you're doing just fine.
I love his soulless blank stare as he explains these instructions to me. Um, although,
Keep trying and you'll get it.
wow. Although, to be honest, that might be entirely in character.
If you keep falling short, you may be jumping too soon.
Hey, it's been a while since I've played these games, so, I'm a bit rusty when it comes to the long jumps in the game. But again, for the time, it's just really impressive, all this detail.
To start the lift, walk up to the button and press the use key while facing it. Now that you're up here, there's only one way down. Find the target on the floor below and do your best to hit it. You may take some damage from the fall, but don't worry about it. We'll give you some first aid in the next section.
Now, I will say this is a little extreme, but, they have to teach those bones and muscles to harden. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if you fall onto one of those boxes, if that changes anything or not, but, yeah. I think crouching when jumping down from long distances in the game doesn't take as much health as just full-on jumping down.
You'll find medical kits like this one throughout the Black Mesa Research Facility. To restore your health, walk up to a med kit, then press and hold your use key. Your health will recover gradually until you're at full health or until the kit is depleted. Once the light goes out, a med kit cannot be reused. You may also find HEV charging stations, such as this one, throughout the facility. These stations, however, can only be used by qualified science personnel wearing powered hazardous environment equipment, so they will be inaccessible to you during your duties.
Again, I do like the detail of that, because that just shows that this is the same training course, but this is the security guard. The security guard mode is on. Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of these weird alien cockroaches that, so technically the first alien to show up in the Half-Life game is those Zen cockroaches, or at least I think they're alien cockroaches. They might just be regular cockroaches, but they don't look like it, so I don't know. You decide. Are they alien cockroaches, or are they just regular cockroaches? I'm not sure what the intention was behind their interesting design.
To spin that bridge, walk up to the control wheel and press the use key. Great job.
No, I don't think there's any Easter eggs down here that I'm aware of, but just making sure. Because Valve does like their Easter eggs in their games. But I will say it is funny that that in game there's these stations full of morphine just around the facility that anyone could use at any point. I feel like that could lead to some problems realistically, but maybe all the staff at Black Mesa are qualified enough, or maybe you just don't hear about those unfortunate incidents. Again, what's the cost of having to be prepared for unforeseen consequences?
Sometimes you'll need to rely on quick reflexes to get around. Try jumping this gap on your own. What you really need to do is push the box down into the pit. Pushing is easy. Just move forward into the box, and you can push it into position.
I do find it kind of funny that a regular person can't just, you know, jump over this small gap here. They have to teach employees how to take a box and push it down into it. That is kind of funny.
If you can't push an obstacle out of the way, you might try pulling it. To pull a box, move up to it and press your use key. While holding down the use key, move backwards, and the box will be pulled with you.
And again, you might think it's funny that that this is that they're teaching employees to do this, but in reality, it is quite important in the case of that dangerous event that could always happen.
If nothing else works, you can try breaking things that block your path. Pick up the crowbar and smash your way through the boxes.
I like how they don't scold you for breaking the table where the weapon is placed. But I forgot how fun it is to break things, but especially crates with this crowbar in the original Half-Life. I mean, just the way that the items just explode into tons of pieces. It's very satisfying, which I will say is something lost in the later games in the series. Even though they do strive to be more realistic, and I get that, but it does leave for a less satisfying crowbar breakage. Where'd that thing go? But yeah, what are you what are y'all's opinion on this bug here? Is it from Zen? Is it an alien being? And for those of you who don't know what Zen is, don't worry, you'll find out.
You'll need to use your flashlight for the next area.
I don't know if he says anything if you break the glass or not, but I'm gonna see. Well, that's your only reaction to me destroying company property? Is to just stare at me? Okay. Again, I do find it funny how, just um, how much I struggled when I was younger getting through this, just this training level here. But it took me weeks to beat this, so, and that was on easy mode. Um, but yeah, what am I thinking? I guess the darkness here does kind of foreshadow some later horror-like elements of the game, so that's kind of cool.
Great. Remember, your flashlight will lose power over time, so switch it off when you don't need it. When the flashlight is off, it will recharge itself.
But again, I just love all this detail. In fact, like the way that this facility is so well layered out within the original Half-Life game and its expansions, like people have created whole maps that piece it all together, and it's pretty impressive. Just how well thought out it was. So, now I guess we come up to our, technically our first combat section.
Welcome to the Black Mesa Training Target Range. You'll get a chance to fire your weapon, reload, and fire the attached grenade launcher. Collect your equipment and proceed to the firing station.
Now, I know I didn't need to break all that stuff, but I just can't help myself. It's too satisfying. But yeah, now you might be also saying, Soren, how can they trust their employees to, know how to handle weapons, but they don't trust them to handle ladders? But, you don't know. You don't know what it's like in the Half-Life universe. Maybe ladders are very sparse, but they're necessary for the Black Mesa facility. You know?
You'll need to hit every target to complete the course. If you miss, don't worry about it. The targets will keep moving until you manage to score a hit. If you want to get through the target range as quickly as possible, try reloading during pauses instead of letting your gun run out of ammunition at a critical time. To fire the grenade launcher, use the alternate fire button. Some targets can only be destroyed by lobbing grenades. I'll start the sequence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I do wonder how much money the Black Mesa facility has to spend repairing this part of the training course. Like, but I guess it depends on how often they allow employees to go through it. So, maybe it's like a once a month thing. I mean, of course, this facility is gonna have a ton of money, but it's not. It's again, it's a nice detail to see. where they do spend their money and where they don't, with all the rust and decay and cockroaches. But yeah, I should just get on with it. But can't keep gushing over all the details. But it is again just very impressive.
Congratulations! You've completed the Black Mesa training target range. You may advance to the next area.
Yeah, I remember I was stuck here for the longest time because I couldn't figure out how to get this one target, and it was because you had to throw a grenade over there. I felt very embarrassed when that turned out to be the truth.
Your heads-up display will let you know when oxygen becomes critical. That means you'll need to find some clean air to breathe. As you swim through this course, your blood oxygen levels will begin to drop. At the midpoint, you'll be given an opportunity to surface for air.
Now you might ask yourself, Soren, where are the emergency doors for, if a employee accidentally has, can't doesn't do as good at the swimming, part of the course as expected. And to that I say, well, Black Mesa has a lot of money. So how much money would they have to spend to have crews at the ready when they could just let the person drown and then you know pay off the shares, pay off that person's loved ones. Yeah, I guess that doesn't actually make that much sense, but when I think about it, but we're just gonna go on ahead.
Swim up to the surface. You regain health lost from holding your breath too long once you've made it to the surface for air. Go ahead and swim on to the next section.
Again, I like how, when you're underwater, muffled sound. It's just, the level of detail is truly beautiful. And again, I like the detail that, yes, this is where the long jump module, I think that's what it is, would be if this was not the security guard option for the training course.
If you pass through fire or steam, you'll see damage icons come up in your heads-up display. Directional indicators at the center of your display will show you from what direction damage is coming.
Now again, I'm not going to say anything about the logistics of this. Sure, it's not realistic, but whatever. They couldn't get everything right, okay? They can only put in so much detail.
Proximity to radiation activates a Geiger counter and radiation display in your helmet. Many other biological and chemical hazards are also indicated in your heads-up display.
Now, don't worry. The security guard has a helmet, so that burst of explosion there actually is covered because it's because of the security guard helmet. So don't worry. And again, exposing the employee to radiation, it's fine. The security guard wear protects them. And you have all that morphine and charging stations around to help.
Please proceed to the next section.
Now, here's one question I have: is to any people who have had to deal with radiation, you know, who work in the radiation field, does radiation actually look exactly like this? Is it like this weird green, white, soup-like liquid? Because if so, that's pretty scary. You know, this kind of looks like this kind of looks like noodle soup from hell. You know, pretty terrifying. Now, something I will say that Black Mesa did improve on with this training course is that instead of just having the weapons in your hand be, you know, just disappear, you know, they have a station where you have to, you know, turn them in. So that is a detail that they could have had. Another detail they could have had in here that they decided they could just go without.
Lead a scientist into the next room. He will open the door that leads back into the transit system. To have someone follow you, approach the person and press your use key. He will then follow you until you face him and press the use key again.
Now, drinking soda in this game actually restores your health, which is nice. That'll probably be useful in this hard mode, which I can't remember if I've ever fully played or not. But as you can see, if you try to go through the security door here without a scientist...
Access denied.
Classic, iconic.
Yes, I will follow you if you wish.
Access granted.
Now, I think the HD version of the Half-Life 1 Scientist does look a bit better. It's just the security guard that's a little more uncanny.
Yes, I will follow you if you wish.
And I like how the scientist will randomly follow you out into this next part, even though he's not supposed to. But you can get him to do that.
Press your use key to engage the train. Once engaged, move forward or backward to increase or decrease the speed of the train. Press the use key a second time to disengage from the train.
And hey, if you ask yourself, well, that's unrealistic, then, just know that, Black Mesa scientists have to obey security guards, no matter what they are ordered to do, I believe. So, yeah.
Oh, yes, okay. I will wait here.
And you just gotta appreciate that beautiful lighting. I remember when I got to the end of this level the first time, after weeks of trying to get through it, I was like, finally, and I felt like I was, I thought I had gotten through the game practically.
Congratulations on completing the Black Mesa Hazard course for security guards. You're now certified to join the Blue Shift High Security Unit.
Alright, let's get to the actual game. Let's get to the second level here.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the comfort and convenience of Black Mesa residents and visitors
Now,
to the Black Mesa Research Facility.
Sure, this
The
looks...
time is 8:42 a.m. Current topside temperature is 91 degrees, with an estimated high today of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at 68 degrees at all times. This train is inbound from the Area 8 topside dormitories to the Central Transit Hub in Area 9. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled passengers should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives. If your intended destination is a high-security area beyond Sector C, you will need to board a high-security train at the Central Transit Hub. If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be admitted to the high security branch of the transit system. If you wish to transfer to the Sector B or C medium security lines, you may do so before you reach the Central Transit Hub at the Area 9 security checkpoint. Access to the medium security branch of the transit system is for employees of the Black Mesa Research Facility and authorized visitors only, and requires that you wear your security badge at all times.
Hell if I know. Friends like you. Man. Hey, Calhoun. Looks like we're in for a long day today. Have a good one, Calhoun.
This train is now transferring to the Sector C line of the transit system. This is a medium security area of the Black Mesa facility. Be sure to wear your identification badge at all times.
There's Gordon Freeman.
Now arriving at Area 3 security facilities.
Now, I'm not gonna gush over all of the details in that intro tram ride, but, you know, again, it's just a great way to introduce your game. And, just a great way to tie things into the first game.
Hold on a minute. The door's not responding to your pass ID. Let me see if I can get it open on this side.
mean, just look at, like, the rust on the tracks.
Okay, I think I got it. Sorry about that, Calhoun. We've been having problems all over the facility this morning. System crashes, security malfunctions. It's a wonder this whole place hasn't shut down yet. Sorry, Calhoun, I'm on duty. Calhoun, you know you can't go on duty without your sidearm and uniform.
Again, I love the layout of this facility. Just the way that, like, everything is set up and structured. It's a perfect example of, you know, show don't tell. And I mean, just look at this vending machine. Yeah, there were plenty of FPS games in 2001 with, like, not even half the amount of detail that this game has. How many... Can you just keep taking sodas? Okay. That's kind of funny. I guess the sodas at this point in the game have no limit. I mean, I will admit this this bulletin board does this bulletin board JPEG does leave some room for improvement, but you know they could only do as much as they could at the time. You know, leave the more impressive detail for more impressive things.
Nice of you to show up this morning, Calhoun. Yeah, I know. Problems with the access system. Hope you're ready for a long shift.
And again, just like just how with how other characters interact with you. You know, the main player character never speaks, but you can get a lot of their character in just how exquisitely the game uses the art of inference.
I can't access my files. I can't answer my mail. I haven't even been able to get into my office.
I know, sir, I know. We're doing everything we can to get the problem under control. Just give us some time to...
Time? I don't have any more time. If I'm not able to get my report to the administrator in the next hour, then my job will be in serious jeopardy, and I'll make sure that mine is not the only one. I can't be bothered right now.
I'm a little busy right now, Calhoun.
I like how you can just go in here, but he doesn't say anything. It's kind of funny. Again, I think each of these lockers is a staff member for Valve, if I can remember correctly.
Hey, catch me later, I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, just having the NPCs, you know, just like tying their shoes, and I mean, you know, there's kind of a I will admit there's a level of detail to the way that the NPCs interact with their environments in this game that, you know, isn't necessarily there compared to Half-Life, the later Half-Life games. Not that they don't still have it, but it's utilized in a different way. So it's just, again, the level of detail here is quite impressive. Although the sinks could have a bit better. Although I guess that spot there might be the drain. I'm not sure. And I believe if you break this box with the crowbar, there's a cut Half-Life alien sitting inside. And again, just having these boxes here and these photos, it just, you know, it just tells you a lot about the character without saying anything. I thought you could make these shower heads go, but I guess not. And I guess this proves that the Black Mesa incident does indeed occur in December, based on this calendar here. So again, nice detail. But yeah, just like the towels, sure, they're kind of square, and the toilet paper rolls are blocky, but it's good enough. It's good enough.
Uh-oh, now what? Looks like some people are having problems with the main access lift in Sector G. Why don't you go over there and see what you can do? Shouldn't you be on duty by now?
And again, everyone is just as kind to you as they were to Gordon Freeman. But I like that, just like Gordon Freeman, you know, Barney is also late to his shift. You know, it kind of tells you, you know, a bit how the characters are a bit similar, and how, you know, how they could be friends. You know, it makes sense. They have similar problems.
How's it going? Here you go, Calhoun. I know you're not on the schedule for a couple more days, but if you want to squeeze in a few shots in the range, there's plenty of room.
Now I'm not gonna try breaking anything with this gun here, because as I'm playing on hard mode right now, I do definitely want to save my ammo, you know, because ammo is definitely precious in this game. And again, I love the Easter egg here of Otis, the security guard, you know, obsessing over the donut, because he, you know, him later showing up in opposing force, you know, it's nice how well thought out and interconnected the game and its expansions are.
Good morning, Gordon.
You know, now that I think about it, the NPCs in Half-Life on their own kind of move like Wii characters. You know, like the Wii personas. If anybody remembers the Wii console, you'll know what I'm talking about. And there's I believe the character's name is Gina Cross, delivering the fateful crystal, Xenian crystal, to the test chamber.
Have a good one, Calhoun.
And I like how, you know, even though it's the same couple of voice actors for all the NPCs, they do try to make each one's voice sound just a little bit different. You know, gives a nice feeling of differentiation to them.
Don't you have your own job to be doing? Someone's hidden my glasses again. Don't you have more important things to be doing than keeping me from my work?
You know, and again, all the Black Mesa scientists are just as well-tempered as they usually are.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Perhaps. All right. Yes, this should help.
That That doesn't sound right.
Let me help you. Okay. I hope you know what you're doing. Of course. Theoretically. You smell something burning?
I can't really tell.
Right. Let's try this.
Whoa! Whoa. That was close.
Well, do you have any idea what to do next? I couldn't even venture a guess.
Again, I like how, you know, the humorous.
Who's responsible for this mess?
Don't ask me.
Shouldn't you be guarding some donuts and coffee right about now?
Yes, sir.
Again, it's like it's almost as if the NPCs have a life of their own. It's very, very realistic.
Please, leave me alone. I have very important work to do. Excuse me, but I'm rather busy right now. If you're waiting for the tram to Sector G, then you're probably better off walking it. I overheard someone say that all the trams on this end of the facility are having problems.
And this is where I believe we will see, or yeah, I believe upcoming here we'll get our first real look at the G-Man. Again, I like how there's a ladder down to this area. Does it serve any purpose? No, but it's just a nice little detail. I guess you can't move that box. What is that? Well, I don't know if I just turned off the lights in this area or not, I'm not sure. But again, this is a bit of an ominous prelude to what's going to happen. Yeah, I just like how the lights just slowly turn on one by one. And I just love this console design too. I mean, sure, they're not the most these aren't the highest scaled graphics, but again, the amount of time and effort it went into making this stuff, I mean, it's just, it is impeccable. And here we have the G-Man. And here we are, right at the perilous, at our perilous final destination. From here, there is no going back. And I do like, even though I can't say I'm terribly impressed with the bulletin boards in the game. Again, there was probably a lot of effort, gone into making them, and I mean, from a distance they look good. I guess it's a matter of perspective when it comes to these details, but again, I like that it's a little bit different for each one. And I like the whole tram route thing here. Very well thought out.
Well, it's about time. We don't pay you people to mosey around at your own convenience. Make this thing work so we can get on with this miserable day.
I like how all he had to do to make it work was just push a button. Like the scientists didn't know how to just basically operate an elevator.
Oh no, it's probably those anomalous materials people again, always pushing their equipment too hard, dabbling in who knows what. I'd be surprised if there's one good brain among them.
Yeah, the scientists do look a little more uncanny without the glasses.
My goodness!
Extreme electromagnetic field hazard in Sector C.
Come here!
And there we have it. Now I can't remember how graphic this game is in terms of violence or gore, but hopefully it doesn't get me demonetized. I don't know. Whew, those alien noises sure are creepy. Or, Xenian noises, I should say. Well, I can't remember correctly, but I think there's an alien waiting to jump scare me behind one of these boxes. I'm not sure which, though. Alright, let's get to smashing. But again, like, just breaking these boxes and seeing all these various items drop out, it's just so beautiful. But, if you are playing this game, you do want to break any box that you come across if you have the crowbar, because there's usually some kind of valuable item that could be hiding within. Not always, as is in the case with many of these. But again, it's just cool, the amount of detail that goes into them. And you got a screwdriver, or discs, So it's impressive stuff. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a creature behind those. So I'm gonna break the boxes in here first. I guess not. I hope this is hard mode. I'm pretty sure I chose the correct mode for this. But I don't know how much it actually changes or not. I'm pretty sure to open that door you have to break this power box. And let the horror begin. Man, I love these corridors. Shoot. Yeah, I guess well, that's a nice detail, the enemies aren't, the creatures aren't the only ones that are, the creatures aren't, resistant to this toxic waste either. But yeah, just look at that beautiful detail there.
Calhoun! How did you get through the power lock? Well, it doesn't matter. The only other way out of here is through the canal. If you do make it to the surface, don't tell anyone I'm down here. I think they're trying to kill us all. Now get out of here. The canal is where you want to be.
He's a smart guy, because, They are, in fact.
Please leave me alone. I don't want them to hear us. If you want to escape, go through the canal.
But I like how that also tells you about the timing of where this is occurring from whenever Calhoun woke up. Okay. Oh. I don't want to waste all my ammo here. There must be something to break. It's not that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. No? Do you have to jump down from here? Oh boy. Yeah, you can tell I have not played this in a long time because, oh. Well, that's, I'm not sure if that was what I was intended to do there. But yeah, I'm assuming that you were you were supposed to be, able to explode these, which would get that to open, so I guess that might just be a flaw in the game's design. That's unfortunate. Shoot. That was a close one. Well, you can see by how much health I've lost that yes, this is indeed hard mode. Oh. What's over here? Okay. Wait, what? Okay. And apparently these wood boxes are, a lie because they're actually made out of metal. Now that was the jump scare I was talking about. Dang. And they still got me. Now that's how to do. That's how to do a jump scare. Alright. Oh, here's our next puzzle. Oh, I see. Okay. Wait a minute. No. Okay. Now, I like how they give you a possibility for failure, because if you drop the barrel into there, you're not getting it back. Okay. I guess it should be a little bit higher. Maybe that's good. Maybe you have to crouch jump. Oof. That was a close one. Okay. I like how there's a, there's an element of danger. This isn't basic puzzle solving here. And again, you just get a lot of details from just these details. It's just beautiful. Oh my! Well, that was unexpected. Okay. Try that again. Oh shit. What? What? Okay. Stop. That's an unfortunate side effect of loading in, is that you can set your gun off sometimes if you were already firing when you died. I guess I'm gonna have to conserve my ammo. Oh my goodness. Well, this part's definitely a little hard. Wow. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna get through this without cheating, but man, is it tempting. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over there. Alright, let's go back here. Oh shoot. Is there any more over here? Nope. Okay. Let's save the game real quick, because I don't want to have to deal with that again. Oh shoot, okay. Just run, run, run. That's what you have to do. I mean, that's what you're gonna have to do sometimes if you're playing hard mode. Oh my... No. Okay, I'm just gonna make a run. Sure, I might have escaped with 6 less health, but that is no problem. No problem of mine. Okay, let's actually go up here first. You know, traversing these ladders can be a bit perilous. In this game, I won't lie. I've died many times attempting to get... Oh. Okay, you have to... I guess you don't go up there just yet? Oh. My goodness. Is there anything down here? Because you don't know. Okay, I guess not. Now, I believe you don't want to go down there. I think that's a death. Maybe it isn't. Oh yeah, but that'll kill you. Now I will say, the scariest creature in Half-Life for me is probably the bull squid. But if I can remember correctly, I don't think the bull squid shows up in a blue shift, which, thank goodness, because that thing is terrifying. Yeah, underwater creatures, no thanks. That is not something that I can deal with. Let's save the game. Let's try this again. get this one. Now, if I remember correctly, there's... Okay. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness. Well, this is not the ideal situation to be in. And I guess it is technically harder than the first game because you have to... You can't charge up your HEV suit because you don't have one, so you have even less protection against those creatures. Against the beings of Zen. Okay, I only have 4 bullets. I'm gonna save them. Ooh, nice. Okay. This will be good. Oh my goodness. Stop. Well, there goes all that, all the ammo of that. Are those creatures up there? No. Okay. Good. Now, let me try to do this without dying. I don't know if it's possible. Okay. There we go, let's go. I'm gonna save it real quick. And then I believe we're gonna go over here now. Or not. Maybe not. Is it down here? Is this turned on now? No. I hate that there's nothing in those boxes. Now these things, you probably don't want to waste your ammo on as long as you can avoid them. And if you do get caught onto them, I think you can blast them away just as easily. Where'd my shotgun go? Hold on a minute. Did it reset all my progress? Oh. Yeah, it did. Okay. Okay. That's been taken care of. But is his health still depleted? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright. want to go there yet. Where am I going? Okay, I want to get down there. Yeah, I will say these ladders are a bit tricky to move, although or a bit tricky to use. Although maybe that might be for the best. So we have to, per usual Half-Life rules, we have to go the long way, since the drainage canal exit is broken. Now, where is this? Okay, yeah. So we have to get up there. But I'm assuming we probably have to go the long way to get to there. I just save my game again. No! Okay. Well, at least I didn't die. Oh. Wow, I could have been doing that the whole time, but I had to. I had to forget. Alright, now I'm gonna try to avoid wasting my ammo here, and I'm just gonna go down into the depths. And that is... ooh, that is not the answer. And these things are kind of scary too. I don't like barnacles trying to eat me. Oh boy. Alright, never mind. I should have killed those things before. Just don't run into them. How hard can that be? Oh. Of course, you again have to go the long way. Come on. Come on. Oh my... Okay. No, don't push me into the barnacle, please. Is there anything down here? Oh, there is. No, I was just here. No! Oh, now I have 17 health. No. Okay. Oh my goodness. That was much harder than it needed to be. But hey, I guess that's what I get for playing hard mode, huh? Yeah, you really have... No! Okay. Oh my... Okay. Well, at least I have 20 health now. That sure is something. Okay, let me save here. Damn, you have to be... No! You really do... Okay. Thank goodness there's that pipe there. I guess I did make it harder on myself. You really have to be quick on your feet in hard mode. Can't leave anything to chance. it's dead. Okay. Come on! Oh my... Why is it... This stupid save glitch. It's gonna be the worst thing. I will say it's a nice... Don't do it! Okay. Yeah, that's probably gotta be the worst part of the original Half-Life game, is the save glitch. Whew. I mean, you don't technically have to kill those things fully, but never can be too sure. Alright. Well, this game has a lot more strategy and hardship to it than I remember. You know, it would have been kind of cool, although I don't know if it was possible at the time. Or they could have had the zombies rip him apart. That would have been pretty epic. Oh my! Where did it come from? Yeah, you also have to be very wary of your surroundings in Half-Life. Okay, there's one behind. No, okay. Let me just save real quick. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine how the part with the military is gonna... The part with the military coming in is gonna be rough. To be honest, I don't know if it's possible to make it through this without cheating at least once, but I'm gonna try. Well, at least I'm in the blue now, not in the red. That's something, although it's not by much. No! I swear, if there's another one of those things around the corner, I'm gonna be pissed. There's gonna be one that's just gonna jump scare me out of nowhere. It's gonna be terrible. No! I can hear... Okay. Move! Oh my... No! Okay, well that's... Stop! Jesus, okay. Let's do this. Alright, and there's a bull squid around the corner, I know. Oh! Oh my god, it's terrifying. Where'd it go? Okay, I'm just gonna, I'm going. I'm going? No! There's two of them! Oh my god, I hate its face. I hate its face. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's too much for me. That's pure nightmare fuel. I just had to look at pure nightmare fuel in the face. Sure, it's an old game, but you know what? It's still terrifying. And yeah, hard mode is definitely living up to its name. So I'm gonna have to give it this is still a 10 out of 10 game though. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a break because I'm gonna have some nightmares down. Um, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Please let me know what you thought, and I'll be sure to do these videos semi-regularly. Um, hope you all are having a good day, and take care.